Hey,
Hey,
it's been a while. What you say we go camping?
let's do it.
Come on.
Time to set up camp.
We're gonna try out a new camping gadget that the Jaunty Jays introduced us to. It's a trailer tire leveler. So you chalk your high side, you slip this around your low side. Let me show you how easy it is. Comes with this wrench. No more having to back up on blocks.
All right, it's good. And just like that, super easy. We are set up in our spot, number 87, and we're gonna go check out the lake. It's right there. This is Bluebird Loop, camp spots 87 through 98. And it's one of the only loops open this weekend, as you will see when we give you the full park tour. So spot 88 right next to us has just about total coverage. Very, very shaded. All the spots have this covered picnic table, which is lovely. And they have direct access to the lake. So I think we need to make a note to ourselves, honey. Site 88. That's site 91, 92, and 93, all directly on the water. 93 has a lot of shade trees. Look at that beautiful thing. This is an enormous lake. Is it a boat? No, it's a plane. Here's our nighttime setup, and I don't think you guys are going to be able to appreciate that, but that is the moon and another imagined planet, star, something. They got my pretty lights up. All right, guys, we're doing a little twist on cooking with Cheri tonight, and it's cooking with Kevin. So, Kevin, what are you whipping up tonight?
I'm gonna make some hamburgers, homemade hamburgers with onion rings, fried green beans, and for dessert, chocolate covered peanuts with a candy coated shell. Let me get the ingredients we need. There's dessert. Let's eat.
Where's that from?
Bobby's Burgers in Whitney, Texas.
Bobby's Burgers.
Yeah.
We're about to chow down.
Let's do it.
Lake Whitney is a man-made flood control reservoir on the main stem of the Brazos River in Texas. Texas experienced a number of devastating floods in 1913 and 1921, resulting in death and destruction due to the rivers overflowing from heavy rainfall. As a result of those floods, in the 1930s, the U.S. government began approving and authorizing the building of dams along Texas rivers with the intention to absorb these floodwaters. The plan to create the Whitney Reservoir on the Brazos River for flood control and other purposes, such as hydroelectric power development, was originally approved and authorized by Congress in 1941. However, when the U.S. became involved in World War II, the funding was diverted to the war effort. Construction of the dam resumed in the Flood Control Act of 1944. The construction of the dam started in May of 1947, and the Brazos River was impounded in December of 1951. It was actually the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers who dammed the Brazos in 1951, thus creating Lake Whitney. It was named for the nearby community of Whitney, and this large lake covers 37 square miles with over 225 miles of shoreline. A power plant at the dam generates electricity as water is released downstream. Lake Whitney holds over 2 million acre-feet of water, which is about 2 million football fields, covered with 12 inches of water. In 2015, a series of heavy rainfalls caused the lake to rise to near historic levels. Unfortunately, much of the state park flooded, but the dam protected the residents downstream. Along the nature trails, you will find netleaf hackberry, cedar elm, post oak, soapberry, and plateau live oak. The prairie bursts into bloom each spring with over 40 species of wildflower, supporting pollinating birds and insects. The abundance of the Brazos River Valley provided a hospitable landscape for human occupation for many centuries. Archaeologists have discovered prehistoric sites dating back more than 12,000 years along this river valley. Native Americans settled along the banks of the Brazos in this area during the 1800s. This information was found in Wikipedia as well as the Texas State Park's Interpretive Guide for Lake Whitney, and it is truly a beautiful place. All right, guys, it's time for our morning hike. Let's check it out. According to the official trail map, there are only 2 formal trails in this park. One of them is 1.1 miles, which is this one, and one of them is 0.9. And they're both marked easy. So let's check them out. As you can probably tell, I would not recommend this one in the summer because there's pretty much no coverage and it's more of a road than a hiking trail. Hopefully the next one will be a little bit better. Okay guys, we are at trail number 2 of 2. This is called the Two Bridges Trail, and this is the trailhead. Let's check this one out. And it's definitely already looking a lot more promising.
Sasquatch's hut. We can neither confirm nor deny.
That's pretty interesting. Right off the trail. This trail is already so much better than the first one. And we are approaching bridge number 1. We are at the end, and that was definitely much better. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with Cheri, and today I'm going to make homemade salmon patties.
This salmon is some of the salmon we brought back from Alaska in August 2023. There's a video on that. Check it out.
All right, so I need to get it from fillets to minced salmon, and I'm gonna spare you guys the details to get it from this to this. Okay, so in order to make any kind of meat patty like this, you need binding agents. I'm using egg and cheese, and I use breadcrumbs or panko, and then the seasoning that you want, and I also like lemon in mine. So I'm using Old Bay lemon and herb seasoning and lemon juice, and so you just put it all together. And you know that I don't measure or follow recipes, so this I just kind of go by what I'm used to. That's probably going to be close to a half a cup of breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese. About that. A whole bunch of seasoning because you want it to be tasty. And lemons. Just watch out for the seeds. And then you just mix it all up. I can tell that I already need more, so if it's not forming well, just add more of your binding ingredients and breadcrumbs. You can put more in there. You can. That's good. That's good. All right, guys, once you get it adequately sticky, like we're starting to stick together, you can go ahead and start making your patties. So I just form a little ball first, then kind of squish it down. I probably ended up using closer to a cup of Parmesan cheese and breadcrumbs. And if I had another egg with me, I would have put another egg in. So we'll see how this turns out. This is more salmon than I'm used to making. All right, so look at those beauties. I'm so excited. You're gonna cook them over medium heat. Make sure your oil is hot before you put them in. Otherwise the oil just, leaches into it too much. And you're gonna cook them probably 4 to 5 minutes on each side because you want the salmon to get fully cooked, and salmon cooks pretty fast. You know how to do the water test if oil's ready? If it splatters, that means the oil's ready. All right, it's been 4 minutes, so let's check it out. They look amazing. We will see how they taste. But it is time to eat them. Check that out. Okay, moment of truth.
Here we go.
Taste tester.
Wow.
Did it turn out all right, baby?
Scale of 1 to 10, 13.7. That is awesome. Whoa. Well, it's time to pack up and go home, unfortunately, but thanks for tagging along.
See you on the next adventure. He does this.
I can't do that.
Somebody left a camera here.